Shall we? I think we shall. Hello. How are you doing? Sunday night, 9 o'clock UK time. Got a bit of a weekend gruff going there, Boastical. Come on, focus. I have to mess around with that focus button. I don't want that auto-focusing all through the show. How many are watching? It says 51 watching. You waiting for me already? Yeah, I see names in the chat. Right, I see Kat. Any sign of Jace? I see Jez. Tony, Bill, Larissa. Halakambahui. Al. Lord Saxon the Sleepless. That's a nice one. Hey, Max. Brian. Dave. Did anyone get a chance to see Mel's Triad video? What did you think of it? I thought it was alright. I mean, he rambles a bit, that bloke, but I mean, he seems to know a bit about what he's going on about. Jace, Dan, Gary, come on, let's get the names going. 28. Laugh, is that? Laugh? Alan, adequate painting, at least he's on it. Joshua, there's our Jace. Froggy, unpainted laird, hello guys. Oh, I better switch the form on if Jace is promoting it. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted sending an email before before the show. Where's my form? Which one of those is the form? That's the form. So, give me 2 seconds. Accepting responses. Delete all responses, and we are good to go. There we are. Keep an eye on that. So if you've got any look in there now. So if you've got any questions, yeah, you want to ask me about terrain, there is a link down in the description. Now at the same time, we'll have a little bit of story time. No, I don't want to open Premiere. Oh, don't you hate that? When you click the wrong icon by accident on your computer and you know that you've just opened a massive program that's going to chunk to load. Mel, target needs to go on the screen, bud. Not just yet, Jace, it doesn't. And you have no power here. Maybe on the Thursday nights, but not on not on a Sunday night, son. Yeah, we need to talk about that in a second. Right, let me shut that. Yeah, we're good on that count. The Triad was a great one. More of that kind of theory stuff. Yeah, I think I can do some more. I don't want to do too many talky vids. Yeah, we did a lot of those tail end of last year. Yeah, one of the big things about this year was I wanted to get back into terrain, and we have. You know, we've got the ball rolling. I'm keeping vids, at least 2 vids, terrain vids coming, you know, sort of a week. So I don't want too many talky vids, but I have got a few topics on the design side. So plenty more of those coming. Don't let me enforce the Kez protocol. Kez won't reply to you. She's like buried into the into this app competition where you can win money. So far there's Willow, Kez and my mum. Last night, yeah, there were 7 of them trying to win it. I mean, understand she won £80 earlier. You know what I mean, for playing this app, so I'm not going to argue. How do you become a moderator? It just sort of happens. I think if you hang around long enough. You have to be really, really, really bad and he punishes you. Oh, calm down, cat. The admins are revolting. I know. Just as well that, you know, you can't smell over the internet, innit? They're that revolting. Do you know what? Picking a fight with your moderators is a bit like picking a fight with the sound man. You're going to end up sounding something like this. Catler's going on. Ginger biscuits are ready to be in by the biscuit monster. That sounds like a good plan, Gaz. Right, so quick update on where we are with life. Now, I was a little bit slow starting this off, but you know we've been talking about FFG, Fancy Flight and X-Wing. Yeah, we've been playing a game. Willow's into it now. And yeah, I've been trying to get a contact yeah, at FFG. Yeah, I've been reaching out in various ways, and I know a few of you have as well. I've been reaching out to them, sort of say, just trying to get a bit of permission to say, look, am I all right doing like terrain tutorials for X-Wing? And that's all I want. Okay, and it's been a bit of a struggle because they're a difficult company to get in touch with. You know what I mean? And it's simply because it's a bit like the old Games Workshop. Yeah, when you have a popular system that is popular with especially kids and young people and stuff like that, you tend to lock down your contacts. Yeah, because they just get hammered. So it can be difficult actually getting in touch with someone on a business side beyond the normal customer service route and that sort of stuff. Yeah. Are you supposed to be paid? Don't tell them that, dude. Yeah. So it's a bit difficult. But I've got a mate, Dave Taylor. Yeah. And we go back to our blogging days. And I'm doing a bit of a favour for Dave for an upcoming project. So I asked him for a favour and said, because I know he posted up some photos of the new Legion models, and it's like, well, you've got them early, so you've got a contact. Yeah, so I was like, I hit him up, and he sent me this contact over, and I said, you've got someone in marketing, that's who I need. He says, I've got this marketing contact, and he sent me over this name and this email address. And so, I've so I've emailed the guy, you know, this actual contact. And then, I did that thing where, do you know what the sensible thing would have been? Would have been a good idea to actually look on LinkedIn and see who this guy was. Yeah? And I don't think Dave Taylor knew who he was when he sent me the contact. Because I've just emailed the vice president of marketing for the entirety of Asmodee, which is a billion dollar asset house that covers so many tables. And I've emailed. I mean, you don't get much higher in the food chain, yeah, than vice presidents. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're right up there at the top. Yeah. Well, we'll either get a yes or a no, and there'll be no answer, you know, it'll be a definitive. If he says yes, then there will be no problem with it. And if he says no, then it's never going to happen. The Force, I am one with the Force is one with me. I am one with the Force is strong with me. Yeah? Now, I don't think he's going to be working on a Sunday night. Yeah? Even though, American time? What are we, Sunday afternoon? He might pick up his emails. People in those sort of roles do tend to be connected. I know this from prior work experience. Yeah? So, it's going to be interesting, to say the least. I really want to make a gaming map with flocking and grass. Take a look at the Terrain Labs and I work with acrylic caulking, mate. To be fair, you're the president of the terrain tutor. Yeah, technically I am the top boss. Yeah, I'm also the janitor and the bog cleaner. I don't think he is. Mel, it looks like you might get a go-ahead for a lot of bits. To be perfectly honest, whenever I do these things and I reach out, I mean, one of the things that I'm quite clear about is, look, I'm not pitching for work. You know, I'm not after product or anything like this. This is what I need. I just need to know that I can make these videos and I'm not going to get in trouble with you. Yeah, and as long as I get that, I'm happy. Super Bowl Sunday in the USA. Ah, right. There is no chance he's... Hello, you.
Hello. I won money.
You won money? How much did you win?
£2.20.
Did you win £2.20? Well done. What were the difficult questions?
It was stuff about lions and elephants and ears. And...
Lions, elephants and ears?
Yeah.
So what questions did you get
We only
wrong?
got 50. They were dead hard tonight.
Were they?
Yeah. They were like really hard politics questions.
British
like
or
foreign.
American?
No, foreign.
By foreign, do you mean American or do you mean...
Like other foreign.
Oh, so obscure politics.
Yeah. We got the Fidel Castro one, didn't we?
What was that lion elephant one?
Yeah, some paint. What was some painter famous for painting rhinoceros, elephants, and lions? Yeah, so me and your mum and Willow all went for one each different, and Willow ended up staying in.
No, so you were the one who stayed in. Nice one. Well, it looks like the questions are getting progressively harder.
Well, no, like we just said, yeah, on a Sunday night, everybody, there was like nearly 4,000 people playing it.
Were there?
Yeah,
4,000?
yeah. But everybody's at home on a Sunday, aren't they, as well?
So what, you're going to start having gaming clubs in the middle of the day when they can't do it?
It's got to be in the week when people are at work, yeah.
Wait, where are you going?
Right, let me go sort Corbin out. Right.
I'll shift you one, mate. Right. Come here, you. No, not you. You're not staying down. You're giving me a kiss before bed. Good night. God bless. Love you. Yes, it's that time of the night. Lions, elephants and ears. It's this app. But like I say, Kerry won 80 quid on it. So they're quite keen on it. She didn't win X-Wing. No, she didn't win X-Wing. Gotta have faith in yourself. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Radical Patio. Hello, buddy. Right. If they see the vids you've done, then they might keep you in mind for bigger jobs. Got my fingers crossed and toes for you. It's nice if bigger things pay off, you know. It's nice if you can get a bit of product and cut down on your hobby costs and that sort of stuff. But playing with the big boys, it's a bit like playing with Saga. Yeah. It's A-game stuff and it's A-game business stuff. So I'm not too fussed about where it goes. If I can get my permission to do some X-Wing stuff, I'll be happy. You know, if I can if I can get a bit of permission to do Legion stuff off the back of that, then we'll see where that goes. The Terrain family. It always is on Sunday night, isn't it? She's making more money than the average YouTuber nowadays. That's not wrong. There's a lot of YouTubers suffering. It's hit me a bit. Flock or flock not. There is no try. So yeah, that's basically where we are at with the idea of doing the X-Wing table. Basically, to sum up, I've managed to get a contact at FFG. My mate Dave I don't think he realised who he was giving me, and the contact is about as high up as I can possibly go in the food chain when it comes to this game. So we either get a yes, and we got no worries whatsoever because this guy's above their legal department. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or we get a no, and we know outright that just don't chase it because we're not going to change that decision. So I'm quite chuffed with that. Right, on to the next stage. Shiny tech. Well, that's it, Ozzy. You've got yourself locked out now. Do. It's a little mellow gopher dance. You know, a little roll of the shoulders. Yeah, this is because you wonderful guys, specifically you live streamers, yeah, that are on my show right now. As you know, we've been collecting for the new live stream system in the studio, and it's been slowly slogging on, and I've dipped into it to get some lights, which you saw before, and then an opportunity came up. Yeah, over last week, and I had a chat with you on Thursday with the live streamers on Thursdays. You're right, babe.
Yeah, shall I go and send off a local replacement things?
What are you going for now?
That Ardle something or other. I don't know.
What's he got?
What's he got? Oh, give me the rubber duck.
Has he got the rubber duck again?
Give me the duck.
Give me the duck.
Give me the duck.
Oz, here.
Thank you.
It's not your duck. He loves that duck.
Thing is, if he's pooing out green plastic, where are you going now?
He loves this duck. He goes into the bathroom and nicks it off the side of the bath. He'll chew anything to absolute tiny bits, but he won't mark this duck because he loves this duck. So, anyway. You. Right, ooh, is the new camera. Yes, we had a conversation and I checked with you guys whether basically what was left in the budget was a little bit short, yeah, of affording this new camera, and you guys stepped up, you filled the gap, gave me permission, went, right, go get the new camera, Buttercup. Oh boy. Oh, it's a nice camera, isn't it, babe?
It is nice.
it's got some weight in it. Look at that. Yeah, now I haven't got one of my old cameras to show you, but my old cameras are probably about that big by about that wide. This is from the same family as my old cameras. My old cameras are Canon Legrias. Yeah, that's what this is. Okay, but this is the top end professional version, and boy, oh, now it's got it produces far better pictures. It's got a far longer battery life and longer stability life, longer recording. Yeah, it's got far better manual control over the settings, which now I understand colours and stuff like that means I'm going to get a great picture. Yeah, but what really, I love that. What I'm really chuffed about is two things on this. Okay, one comes with a remote. Now, this means I can set it up in a static position, and you know how when I do my tutorial vids, the camera's always sort of set in one place, yeah, and I have to sort of bring things up to the camera to show you up close. Now, and the reason I do that and I don't mess with the camera is pretty typically my hands are messy, and I don't want to be constantly messing with my camera with messy hands. Now what I can do with this is just put a little bit of cling film over it to keep it clean, and then I can zoom in and zoom out.
Oh, I've got one.
I've got one. I wouldn't mind another though.
Where are your mince pies?
They're there. Oh, good reminder. Yeah, I'll have another and I'll start with some mince pies.
Do you want to swig that first?
Yeah, go on then.
Same taste, isn't it? Guitars. Guitars.
Is he really waiting for that duck?
He's sitting right under the duck.
See the duck on the table. I love that duck. There you go, duck. Yeah, so wrap it in cling film and I'll be able to zoom in, yeah, and get tighter shots. Now that is massive for me. That's the last sort of stage of the video quality I wanted to improve, because I've improved the lighting, I've improved colour balance and all that sort of stuff. The final thing, yeah, which I've been trying to improve is the audio. Now, I've always been filming off the crappy camera mics, okay, and I've been reluctant to go into different sort of mics with external recorders and that sort of stuff because I've seen people have a lot of problems with them, yeah, and especially with what we do, and that's a longer conversation that we don't need to go into, but very simply, yeah, I'd hate to be in a situation where I've done a terrain build, get home, check the audio recording, and for some reason it hasn't recorded, you know, and that I've lost all that work. Whereas if it's on the camera, it's on the screen, you can see it's recording okay. But this has an external mic slot, okay, which means I can plug in a proper microphone and record it to the footage. Yeah, so that's massive for me. So thank you guys, massive thank you. That's what your support does for this channel, okay? You genuinely improve the videos for everyone who watches them and make Mel a happy chappy. So there you are. Now that's why we haven't got a fundraiser and a total, because we basically spent it all on the camera. Yeah, now I don't know what to do with the total because there's one last step we need to do. We need to get a mic for it, but I have no idea what mic to get, so I don't know how much or anything like that, and that's why there's no total up. Yeah, so that's the story on X-Wing. That's the story on the camera. Yeah, another quick one. Me, Jace, Fred and Corbin, we're going to be at Robin Red on Blue in Nottingham next Sunday. Okay, so if you're at the convention, come say hello. That's Red on Blue in Nottingham or Robin. Yeah. If you're there, I'll see you there. Right, Mel, have you got any plastic window insulation film? Works great as a keyboard cover. Won't wrinkle and scuff like the cling film does. Biscuit. Ooh. Mince pie. Boys' Day Out. Damn right, Boys' Day Out. A zip lock bag might work just as well for the remote. Yeah, that could definitely work. I mean, basically all I need to do is just make sure the remote is protected. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, obviously I can't wrap my camera up in a plastic bag, and I don't want to be messing with it like that, but this will be fine. And I've tested it, it all works, the picture is beautiful. Now, I actually got this from Pete Harrison, yeah, from over the Wargamer YouTube, does painting tutorials. It's his wife's, what you call it, camera, from where she does wedding photography. Rearranging a time to meet up at Robin. I don't know if there's a need to arrange a time for a meet up. Robin's not that big of a convention. We're going to be there pretty much all day. No. You're not going to bed. Go lie down. Lie down. Good boy. Yeah, Diggy, that would work. It'd have to be an unlubricated one. Otherwise you're going to get gunk all over your, what you call it, all over your remote, aren't you? Waterproof mobile phone pouch would be perfect for the remote. Yeah, any of those. Second on the Blue Yeti mic recommendation. The Blue Yetis. Now, I've got a Blue Yeti Snowball, but and that's what you're listening to now on this audio. Okay, but it's not. It's a USB connector that won't go into the camera. You need a computer to record that audio. Someone listens to him. What? We're not there in any official capacity, so to say. I'm not. That's certainly for sure. Maybe the camera should go to you with the event for some high quality video. I might take my camera. I don't know what you call it. I might do a brief little video, or maybe some live streaming or something like that. They're only lubed on the outside, Mel. Yes, but they've got, what you call it, they've got what is it? There's a covering on the inside which kills semen, kills sperm, isn't there, as well? Like a contraceptive lining on the inside. So it's lube on the outside, contraception in the inside, dude. Either way, it's gunk. Audio sounds good tonight, mate. Yeah, that mic's pretty good. Not necessarily. They're adapters from USB to 3.5mm jack. What connection for the mic? 3.5mm. Looks like it. No, that's remote mic did it. Component out. Come on, where is it? Yeah, it looks 3.5. That's it there. So there we go. That's what we're working with the mic. So it looks like a 3.5, doesn't it? Spermicide, that's it. Bryn, that sounds way too complicated. I just need a decent mic first. What kind of microphone were you thinking again? Something sitting in the camera or something on the side? I'm not sure. I've been looking at a shotgun mic, and then I was looking at some videos and they were saying that shotgun mics are really good, yeah, but they don't work well with echoey rooms. Yeah, which is one of the issues that we have in the studio. So I'm not sure about that. Let's be honest, how gutted would you be if there was an epic terrain set up and you didn't have it with you? I've always got my phone with me, mate. I can record 4K video on that. Just dip the remote in PVA to seal it, Mel. Yeah, that'd work. That'd work really well. Maybe like something like a Sub-Zero directional mic. Right, okay. Is Sub-Zero a brand? Sorry, Admore. It's the way we roll sometimes. Right. Have we had any questions in? Come on, let's have a nose. We've only had 2 anyway. Right. So, yeah. Jace is punting the link for the questions. Let's get a few more questions on. And then we'll actually get to some terrain, eh? Just let me switch that heater off, guys. That's better. Much better. To do a quick check of the phone. Oh, we've had some PayPals. Thank you, people. Yes. Come on then, let's get some names on the screen. Remember, if you do send a little donation while we are live streaming, you get a little bit of a shout out, you get your name on the screen. And all donations go towards kit. Yeah. This is what your donations have gone to so far. Yeah. That's going to improve the videos. Now, we are collecting for a microphone. I don't know how much we're collecting because I don't know what microphone to get. Yeah, but if you'd like to donate towards this microphone we're going to be getting soon, yeah, feel free to use the PayPal me link, yeah, down below in the description. Yeah, and if you've got any terrain questions that you need help with your build, you'll find a link to the Google Docs form where you can post them there. And we'll be working through those in about 5-10 minutes if we get a few more. Right. People are messaging me. I will catch up with those after the show. Yeah, but very quickly, yeah, we've got our Gaz B, in the audience. And he sent us in, 5 nuggets. Thank you, Gaz. Thank you, buddy. And we've got our Harry, our Odin. Thank you, buddy. He sent in a nugget, as usual. Thank you, buddy. So, 6 nuggets towards the microphone. We're doing well. It's a pity you can't get a clip-on microphone. You're talking about like the lapel ones? I think lavalier mics, are they? Oh, only 2 questions. Back to the rumor side then. Terrain tutor, how do you store all your things? My wife hates the space. You're talking about a guy who had to get a studio, mate, to save his marriage. That's a smart idea. My boy is getting into making what's a good kid start. He's into World War II. Go and have a look at Go and have a look at the Let's Make playlist and have a look at the Simple Scenic Scatter done on CDs. That's the best way to learn. It's designed to teach you the basic skills of terrain making, just as an introduction. So if you're looking for your starter, that's your starter. They're called a radio mic. Yes, Mel, I'm on about a lapel microphone. I need to look into that. I mean, I've tried a lapel mic in the past, but because when you're terrain making, you're actually moving around a lot. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of closed noise move. I mean, when you see people with lapels normally, they're normally just sitting there. And so that's why I'm thinking something that isn't attached to my clothes. You should start selling fake B&Q loyalty cards if you need money for a mic. That's a bit random, isn't it? Should be 11 nuggets for your mic. Check again. Funnily enough. Hey, unpainted. I don't know if that's you, but if it is you, did you type in a wrong number, mate? Or is that someone else? I recognise that name, Fantasy Wargaming Terrain. They've done this in the past, a long time ago. Hello, I remember you. You made me cry. Right, quick check, just to double check. Right. Ah, yes. Unpainted lead. I see one from you. It slipped off the screen. Yeah. Unpainted. Right. Now, Unpainted Lead ain't the only one we've got to give a shout out to. Oh, on top of that, we've got to give a shout out to Joshua S. Any message? No, just a quick shout out. 5 nuggets from Joshua S. 5 nuggets from what you call it, Unpainted Lead. That's 16 and a bit more. Yeah, so let's get Joshua on the screen. Remember, guys, if you do have any questions and that sort of stuff, get those over to me as well. Joshua's on the screen. Joshua S. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, and let's get to... So, 16? 16? 21? I think? No, 16. Yeah, 21. Just quick check, make sure I'm not. And then finally, there's got to be a message. Hopes this helps with the mic. Yeah, we've had 50 quid from Fantasy Wargaming Terrain. Thank you guys, it is appreciated. Fantasy Wargaming Terrain keep me as their research and development department. That's what they said last time. Thank you. So we are well on the way. What are we on? 71? Now here's the thing. Fantasy Wargaming Terrain. Have you got your shop or anything online yet? Or is it just that's just your username? Yeah. Let's do a scroll so everyone gets mentioned. Slow it down a second. There we go. Awesome. There we are. Thank you, guys. We're Fantasy Wargaming dodgy or something? Certainly not. Zoom recorders with stereo mics. Write the name on the wall. I am not writing the names on my house wall. Kez will kill me. Write the name on the wall. I'm not writing their names on the wall. No, you can't have one of my mince pies. Really? You can't have your ducky either. I don't care how sad you look. No. I'm having your ducky. Right. A fistful of flock. Give him his duck. I'm not giving him his duck. He'll chew it. And then what you call it? We'll have green speckled poo. And we'll have poo with green specks in all over the yard when it comes to cleaning it up. You're not going to bed either. Come lie down. He wants to go to bed now. I get that though. I get where he's coming from. Right, let's have a look at our questions. Have you got enough questions for us to get stuck in? Get their names tattooed. Right, ask Mal. Oh, we've got 6 questions, so I'm going to do some questions for a little while. Let me drag back this window over to this one. Right. Let me bring up that screen as well. There we go. We'll get the site up in a month. Well, listen, Al, as soon as you do get the site up, mate, you hit me up. Okay? I owe you, bud. I really do. So as soon as you're ready, you hit me up. We'll drive some traffic to it. Well, that's 2 of the Sub-Zero mics Mel could get. The dog was like, please. Oh yeah, he always is. Right. First one, I think, is from... Who's it from? I think it's Lord Saxon the Sleepless, but let's give it a go. Just found your channel. It's awesome. Just wondering what you would suggest for terrain beginner. That's good guide you have for an ancient Egypt style. My sister is trying to do ancient Egypt terrain for a whole with 4 kids, so anything will help. Right, ancient Egypt. Okay, obviously you got the sand. Yeah. You've got like the Adobe buildings and that sort of stuff, but I think it's very much the the pyramids that when people think of ancient Egypt, that's what people think of. You've got the pyramids, the obelisks, the sphinxes, and then sand dunes. Okay, now sphinxes that you can pretty typically you can get those from, like, you know, aquariums and stuff like that, and with a bit of a repaint and put on a base you can make a pretty good sphinx. Yeah, the pyramids you can build out of cardboard even. Yeah, build the basic pyramid shape and then just simply texture it up. It's a difficult one, to be truthful, because it's either flat ground or large impressive structures. In the comments. $55 will get you the Rode video mic Go, cracking mic. Is that got a 1.3 recorder? Is it powered? Is it powered by by mains? I don't want a battery powered mic. Yeah, I remember when Mike at Terranscapes had a battery powered mic. Yeah, and his videos were forever losing audio because the battery ran out halfway through the video and he didn't know. Don't forget the temples. I suppose it depends. The Nile is a big moat. Dan Random. I do know what I'm doing on the castle build. The big castle build. Chris, not palm trees again. I'm not giving him his duck. No. Rode mic for cameras. Right. Ooh. I see what you mean. Video Go mic has no complicated switches or settings and is powered. Thanks for the help. a bit poor there, to be truthful, if I'm honest. It's easier to show Egyptian terrain. Rivers with riverbeds next to them. You want one like you're from this century. You want a wireless mic if you want to look like you're from this century. Yeah, but I mean, wireless just updates it. You've got to remember, I'm in a static position. You know, the cameras are going to be on tripods. If I can get away with a camera mounted mic to start off with, you know, it makes sense. Right, next question. I've recently been introduced to Gaslands by Osprey Games. Don't know it. Mad Max style post-apocalyptic death races using converted Matchbox and Hot Wheel cars. That sounds awesome. Have you thought about doing some post-apocalyptic terrain? Yes. Yeah, very much so. That's in the list for after we do the medieval stuff, because it's quite a lot. We've already started doing it in the sort of modern urban. a little bit of that and junk, but I want to step it up. Any progress on the fur grass, Mel? Missed last week. Wife had a baby, but saw the thumbnail. Congratulations, dude. Yeah, another terrainiac in the world. Yeah. No progress on the grass fur mat as of yet. Finishing off the trenches because I need to get them done now. Yeah, they've sort of dragged on with all the changes we've put into them and the extra detail. But lots of teddy bear fur in, lots of experiments planned for afterwards along with the acrylic corking. The chances are you'll see the teddy bear fur in a thatch video long before you see it as a grass mat. Where are you at on the photography video? Anytime soon? What photography video? You see, I find it hard. I have no recollection of promising a photography video. And on the basis that this is my camera, I take all the photos for everything, the shows, my tutorials and everything on. You know, it's not ideally the best bit of kit to sort of demonstrate photography. Secondly, I'm still learning myself. Waddy would be an interesting build. I think once we get into I think what we're going to have to do is sit down and have a brainstorming guide for deserts and Egypt and that sort of stuff. A bit like we did for the the medieval list. I mean, when we did the medieval one, we came up with an absolute massive list of things that you want to cover. Massive. Hello.
Baby. I'm going to have apple pie and custard.
You bitch. That's my mum's apple pie. You know where you do that thing where you assess whether you could eat half an apple's pie before the wife gets back down? Not sure. Mel, you took photography lesson about a month or two back. Yes, I did. That was product photography and I'm still learning and applying it, but I'm in no position to really teach it, mate. We could use a price guide on that teddy bear fur, couldn't we all?
Do you want some?
I can't spend the entire show eating.
Eating.
It's bad enough with a couple of watch-callers, but if you get me one...
I've still got the Sunday dinner in the fridge. Hey babe, bubble and squeak.
Oh, bubble and squeak.
And
When?
there's mountains. You can
When?
have tomorrow. Should we have tomorrow?
I'm at the studio from 9 till 9 tomorrow. Because I'll go out after the
I'll be
school.
there.
Don't know, you've got to save me bubble and squeak for when I get back. It's a 12-hour day. Not right now, but you can save that for when I get back as well tomorrow. No, not okay, whatever. Yes, darling, I will. That's what the reply needs to be. This ain't on. Apple pie too. Willow had to go out at a number day at school and she had to go in clothes with numbers on it. Yeah. And she got this old t-shirt, so I got a marker pen and I drew a slice of pie on it.
I'm having that bowl.
No, that's a big bowl. No. Don't be I'm going to put itching powder in our underwear drawer. When you eat the pie, it matters not. It's whether you escape unharmed. Nah, Kez isn't. If you're looking at a shotgun mic, have you thought about putting up some sound baffles in the studio to help with the echoes? Yeah, I've got some I've got some acoustic foam. And what I was thinking is, depending on where the mic is, to essentially shroud it. because I know the angle and where I'm talking from roughly. You know what I mean? So I can do that. This is quite possibly the most English stream I've ever seen. It's nice with all the background talk of Sunday roast. Sunday, you've got to have a Sunday roast on a Sunday. It's the law. It's curry on a Friday, yeah? Sunday roast on a Sunday. You can't afford to eat all that food with all that PayPal one. You can afford to eat all that food with all that PayPal wonga. I don't think the pay. Check your PayPal. All right, here we go. Can I have some? No, Dan, you can't have pie. What do you want? Are you drooling? Do you want? Come on. Gentle. Come on. Go on. That's it. No more. No more. Can't have anything in this. Curry on a Friday? Say what? What do you mean? Well done, Undit. I got off with a kind of tummy ache, Max, after tossing my biscuits. Oh, Larissa. Board Game Manics, greetings from Canada. Thank you for the great video content that you're still doing. Helps me a lot when building my tables and terrain for my channel. Nice one, dude. He's drooling because he sees his duck. He loves his duck. Oz, what's this? Is this your duck? Drink your duck. Drink your duck. Drink your duck. Do you want it? Do you want it? I know Mum says no. What would Mum say? Hey! Kaz! Kaz! Get the duck off Oz! He's just spat it out when he heard you coming. He knows he's not supposed to have that duck.
No, come on. Go and lie down. Go on.
It's fish on Friday and roast on Sunday. No, we don't have fish in this house. Yeah? I like tuna, okay, on a sandwich when it's cold, but fish generally as a meal, we don't have in this house. You see, when I was a kid, we lived in a place called Amlwch, yeah, which is in North Wales and Anglesey, and it was a fishing port. And it's fair to say, you know, I'm quite honest about it, yeah, but we were poor as hell. Yeah, we were brassic all the time. And the one plentiful food that was around all over the place was fish. So fish was a staple of my diet growing up, and so I got to the stage where it was like, when I can afford to buy my own food, I am never eating fish again. And so we don't do fish. You are evil. I'm not evil. We did it, guys. We liberated the duck. Great. He filmed evidence of himself. Oatcake Saturday. Depends on whether Friday's curry came with beer or not. It's as simple as that. Right, I know people are saying PayPals, yeah, but I see a load of questions, so I'm going to do a couple of questions, give you guys a chance to throw in some PayPals when we do it again. Yeah, and we'll get some more names on the screen. No! Right. We'll get some more names on the screen and we'll crack on from there. Okay. Hey Mel, I've been struggling with making terrain recently. What I've done so far, scatter rocks and boulders, have impressed my friends, but I want to make them more realistic rather than toyish. Since I'm only making small batches for my mates, should I go that extra step or go with a simpler look? I think it's down to time. I mean, this goes back to the design triad. As long as the realism doesn't affect your functionality, yeah, or the piece's durability, because it sounds like you're making terrain for gameplay. Yeah, so you can't go too over the top with realism. but they're for your friends, okay, friends are always good people to make nice terrain for. You know, they're quite good with the feedback, you know, with regards to your ego and, you know, stress and all that sort of stuff, making nice terrain for friends it's good. What I'd do is I'd use your friends as like a test board for your terrain building. If you're making little batches for your mates, pick a theme of something and make a load of different ones for your mates, and use that as a way of going through different styles and trying different techniques, and then just divvy them out. Yeah, and then move on to a different type of terrain. That way you don't end up with a situation where one friend has a terrain set that's superior in quality, yeah, because he got it later on and you got better than another friend. Okay, so it keeps your friends balanced, but also, you know, it works well with you developing, because if you do little terrain sets that say, oh, I've got a couple of boulder pieces, a couple of tree pieces, you only practice on a couple of pieces. Yeah, instead if you do, right, I'm going to do boulders for a week or two, and I'm going to divvy them out to all my mates, what you do is you keep the very best for you, because they're yours, okay, and divvy the rest out. But because you've done so many, you'll actually improve. And what I mean by do so many is don't do them all at the same time. Yeah? Start them off and stagger the builds, so you can try different things that you've learned in the previous boulders on the next boulders. Okay? So that's what I do, mate. Okay, all the stuff you get to do on the vid, do you think BBC will do a thing on YouTubers that might do a show on you? I'm sure the BBC will interview people like me at some point. I mean, Luke's been on the BBC, hasn't he? He was on some nighttime programme for BBC at something like 2 o'clock in the morning or something. Yeah, I remember him mentioning it, that he was on something like that. And, you know, news organisations pick people up and that sort of stuff, but yeah, I'm not really bothered about it. EPVC, still can't find anywhere that's selling stuff. Every order I place, I end up with phone call. Can you give me some UK supplies of where I can get some? Ring sign printers. Yeah, they print signs on EPVC. That's what it's for. Okay, that's what it's made for. So a sign printer will have it. Yeah, ring them and ask them for scraps, and you'll get it for free, mate. I can't give you any suppliers of EPVC because I've never really had to buy the stuff. I bought some once, yeah, from a supplier, and I got phone call. Yeah, so now I'll just stick with go to a sign printers. Hi Mal, I was wondering if you could give me any tips for futuristic cityscapes for a game I'm making. Loads, mate, but that's a really broad question. Do you know what I mean? What sort of tips are you looking for? We've got a good half an hour. If you want to submit a more detailed question, I'll happy to dive in, but it's a bit generic without it. How would you make a modular system of city roads for a war game? A modular system with T-cross, X roads, curves. We've got the making urban boards, if you want to do it by complete terrain boards, and that's in the that's in the urban playlist, isn't it? We've done individual roads and stuff in the Let's Makes. I would probably combine the two. Use EPVC for the bases, use how are you going to place your houses in a sidewalk? You're going to have to raise, you're going to end up with boards. I don't see how you can do roads, yeah, unless you have a sidewalk. And if you have a sidewalk, then you've got to raise the height of the buildings to fit in. I think you'll struggle with that. I think boards are the better option, mate, when it comes to modular towns. Or just accept the fact that you get something like thin plastic card and then glue down, like, either give it a spray with textured paint or glue down sandpaper as the roads and make them really flat, yeah, as roads. That's the only way I could think of you doing it. Perhaps with 3mm for 3mm for the sidewalks, because the 3mm for the sidewalks would probably match the 3mm your MDF buildings. I'm assuming you're buying MDF buildings. Yeah, would be based on. Yeah, Alan's saying, yeah, he just Googled sign makers in his area, emailed, got an answer within hours, and went to collect the stuff. It's so easy. What you got to remember about sign makers is, yeah, as they make these signs, they've got all these offcuts. That's commercial waste to them. Yeah, they have to pay to get rid of that. So if there's some bloke who'll turn up and say, I'll take as much of that and stick it in the back of my car as possible, they will throw it at you because you're saving them money. Larissa, I'm in Stoke. Oh, Jason's answered it. Right, we're on 13 questions, and I think we're about 2/3 of the way through. Actually, we're a bit better than that. I've got 4 questions left. Have you ever thought about making terrain tiles with swappable sections, i.e. urban area that have part of it like a park or a feature separate, move to a different area for more replayability? Yes, I have. We kind of did that with... There's a few terrain boards with that I've done like that. I'm also planning on doing it with my Burma build, which is the hybrid between the fully featured side of terrain boards and the flat areas that allow you to put scatter on. It's perfectly doable and it's perfectly acceptable, mate. We'll be talking about it in a design video coming up when we talk about how to design modular boards, because it's quite a challenge when people think about it. Hi. For the medieval terrain, will you show how to make early and late medieval buildings, houses? Yes. For the medieval, I'm going... Rather than medieval, I've just sort of gone with early history. Yeah? Because early history basically gives me a broad brush to paint pretty much anything from Dark Age and Stone Age stuff right all the way up to the Tudor era. Yeah? And that's the name for the series. I can narrow down the individual tutorials to specific time frames. But we're going to be going everything from like the earth houses to the round houses, all the way up to Tudor buildings, and pretty much everything in between. Okay, because that way, once they're all done, I've nailed it. You know what I mean? So yes, they will be coming. It is in the playlist, and I will be starting working on those probably not this week coming, but the week after. Yeah, because I should have all the technical tutorials I need to do done by then. Right. Do you know how I can make my troops stand in my fake grass? Weigh them down a bit. Pennies underneath. Quite often with the fake fir grass and stuff like that, yeah, it's quite dense and it can actually make your models fall over because they're not steady. If you put a penny or something under your base or base them on coins, yeah, they're a lot more sturdier. It's because most models are actually top heavy. Most of the weight in a model is actually near the top, i.e. the body and arms. Yeah, there's not much weight in the legs of a model. You know what I mean? So they tend to be top heavy, so you need to weigh the bottom. Right, any tips for using actual water in terrain building? Yeah, loads. Use it for watering down your PVA, for washing your brushes, for thinning your... If you're talking about actual finished terrain building and that sort of stuff, no. Water and terrain stuff very rarely mixes. And if you are going to mix them, you're going to have some interesting times and you're going to need some specialist materials. But, you know, as a standard thinner, you know, it's what we use. Have you ever pitted some terrain for either 3D printing or laser cutting? If so, how effective are they? I have access to a few of these and I want to know if they'll be useful. Yeah, laser cut terrain's nice, 3D printing's nice. They're essentially manufacturing techniques. If you're doing your own stuff, then they're very liberating. If you're buying the stuff in, then it's no different than buying any other pre-manufactured or cast piece. You're just getting a finished piece to paint up. Okay, but yeah, there are, what you call it, they're good. How about the white metal bases? White metal bases tend to be a little bit better, but even the white metal bases tend to be ovals. You know what I mean? Which means that they're a bit steadier in one axis, but they're still pretty poor, yeah, on another, you know, on the thin side. So even them bases, I mean, most of my models are either based on on 2p coins, or have, if they're plastic, they have a 1p coin glued inside them. Right, I think we're caught up with I'll leave that open for a little while. Now, we do have PayPals to do. Yeah? So, let's see how close we are to the mics. Well, I've got one PayPal, just the one. Right, who is it? Oh, no. Oh, no, I haven't got just the one. There's a few more. Okay. Right, okay. Really, guys? Really? Well, it looks like I'll be picking a microphone to get a new microphone and dance. I like how the dance is in brackets. So anyway, this recording gear and mixing gear, how much is that? Because if we're going to do it, we might as well do it in one hit, haven't we? Kaz! Yeah? Come here. Gaz, very impressive, dude, and I am thankful, but you've been overstepped, dude. I wasn't even trying.
Oh my goodness! You don't have to do that.
Well, I'm going mic shopping after the show.
Where are you going to go? Oh, online.
Right, I need your help with this. I've got to put all these in. Okay, no, go on. I'm all right. I can handle it. I've got it covered.
Right. Oh, so you're lying down in here, or are you coming?
Who has done that to him?
Thank you, though.
And even Coach is saying thank you. Right, okay. There's a few of you. And there's a couple of you special ones as well, but there's a few of you. So I'm going to go through. I'm going to leave two. Yeah, autofocus on this is... I'm here. Focus. It's given up on focusing completely. Ah, thank you. Right. Hi, Tanya. Right. Okay, let's do this. Then I'll get ready to dance. Right. Gotta make sure. Right, so Joshua was the one before that. We're missing Gaz out for a second. Yeah. One, he's already on the screen, but he deserves to go back on the screen. Yeah. Right, we've got our Jez. Jez has sent in 5 nuggets. Thank you, Jez. Yeah, is there a message? New mic so we can hear whatchamacallit in perfect clarity. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, after that, we've got Lee T. Right, Lee T. Not E.T., Lee T. Yeah, he sent in 5 nuggets as well. Yeah, thank you for your videos. They've opened the floodgates to my new passion, terrain making. He's one of us. I'm glad it's brought you some joy, mate. I genuinely am. Okay, skip that one. Yeah, we have Christian E. Yeah, he sent in a couple of nuggets. I can never work out euros. Pagan Shredhead. Let's get Pagan on. Thank you, buddy. I think it's 2 or 3 quid. I'm not really sure. Euros and pounds, you know, with everything that's going on, they're a bit up and down. You can't keep track of that at all. But thank you, buddy. It is appreciated. Oh, yeah. We've got Justin S. Yeah, he sent in, what do you call it? I think it's about $5, so probably about three, 4 nuggets. Thank you, buddy. It is appreciated. Yeah. Quick refresh. Make sure I'm not missing or there's no other extras added on. Right. And then Gaz, who's already donated and is, you know, he's a buddy. Yeah. Got a lot of time for Gaz. We met him over at Beasts of War and what you call it. You know, kindred spirits. Yeah. I think it's fair to say that, you know, Gaz, you realise we look like what you call Laurel and Hardy, don't you? From a distance. Without the tashes and that sort of stuff, but you know, if it was Nightline and a silhouette and me and you came wandering over a hilltop, you know, moonlight behind us, we'd look like Laurel and Hardy, man. Yeah, but Gaz has stepped up and he's decided he's going to make me blush, okay? And he sent in 50 nuggets. Okay, now Gaz is already on the screen, but he's going on the screen again. Yeah, get your bloody mic and hurry up and make some videos, which is typical, Gaz. Well, I'm making the videos. I'm in tomorrow making the videos. And we could have better audio sooner than I expected. Yeah, but, Gaz, you were overstepped. Massively. Massively, mate. Right. I can't even say it. From Per Scotsvitz. One second. Give me a sec. Just gotta get this right. Yeah, great.
Shockvist.
Shockvist. Per Shockvist.
Shockvist.
That's his name. Now, I don't normally go to the extent of actually looking up a pronunciation site to understand and how to pronounce someone. But, yeah, for £200 per Shockvist, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Mel is a dancer for money. I need backing music for this. You're going... Just as well, I'm not wearing the joggers, innit? Right. Oh. Hello, folks. You know the drill. Yeah, spread your hips a little. Loosen the hips. I'm getting a bit old, don't want to dislocate it, you know what I mean? Have a bit of a fall. That's happened before now, hasn't it? Yeah, arms into the side. We ready for some go for dancing? Oh yeah, I'm having a new mic. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's cool, thank you. I need music for this. How's it going? Like that, isn't it? See, Mel's got a bit of music in his hips. See what you do to me. You just as well the exposure's over a bleeding because I am sweating and I am pouring with... It's a mixture of happiness and embarrassment. What have you done to me? Thank you. Thank you so much. Right. We're getting some mics. Not one. We're getting some. We're going to have one for one desk, one for another. We're getting one at a time though. Yeah, Mel's a smart man. Sometimes. Oh, pardon me. Very quickly, yeah. I did. Stop it, please. Dad dancing at his best. I've been to the dentist 1,000 times, so I know the drill. Oh, thank you, buddy. You deserve it for everything he does for the community. Dude, seriously. I hope you're rich. You know, I've always thought, you know, when it comes to these donations and stuff like that, there are millionaire hobbyists out there, and I hope he's one of them, and this is just like today's interest or something. You know what I mean? Please, if you're tight on money, man, you know, don't ever send me money if you're tight on money. You know what I mean? Oh my God, what did I just walk in on? Ah, well, we hit the go for dance moment. Yeah? That's just crazy. Thank you. Now all we need is the email from that guy. If we can get that, we are laughing. You would be surprised. Oh yeah, oh God, I haven't even added him to this bloody stream. Thanks, thanks, Gaz. He's possessed, isn't he? Thank you, buddy, and he is on the screen right there. No, it's per S. There we go. John Olsen, this summer when I finally earn some money, it's going to donate some nuggets for all the great work. Thank you, buddy, but don't donate unless, you know, it's a bit of spare cash that you know, it's disposable money for you. I'd hate to think that, what you call it. Any millionaire hobbyist out there want to fund my retirement? Mal, have you ever considered doing an all dance channel for... Oh, dude. He does need a keeper. What do you need a keeper? Shock makes the mind go fuzzy. It does. It does. Maybe there's enough dough so you can finally buy some studio lighting. I've got some studio lighting. I bought that last week. Shot glass, thanks you got him to dance. Cheers. Right. I don't see any more questions, so I'm going to give you... Let's give it 2-3 more minutes, yeah, just to see if we get any more questions in. And then we'll take it from there. Diggy, he doesn't need better studio lighting. Just less bald head shine. Kez actually bought me some makeup for that. No, Larissa, you're not putting the Go for Dance on a 10-hour loop with backing music. No. Maybe not. The kids would starve. They'd die of embarrassment first, mate. I think you have a job as a background dancer in the Full Monty too. Calm down, young man. This is a family show, and so we won't go there. I won't tell you stories of my past. This is not the first time I've danced for money. The rest will go on beer. No. To be truthful, I might take Kez out for a meal. With a little bit, you know what I mean? I might just put a little bit over to that and treat Kez. Yeah. One, because, you know, I couldn't do this without her and all that sort of stuff. Two, she generally does get really upset when I get loads of parcels coming through the door with nice shiny new toys. I've got to treat her. Make terrain to cover the head. I could flock it, couldn't I? Thank you for the road tutorial. I just used all you detect. You should know to do a base on the terrainiacs Facebook page. Nice one, George. I just started playing Guild Ball and I need a small number of unique scatter pieces, pile of barrels, small wood, muddy area. Would you bother trying to make or just buy something? With small scatter pieces, I'd probably buy them, mate. I mean, you could make them and treat it as a little jolly. Yeah, but when we get down to the small scatter stuff with terrain stuff, you tend to buy them anyway, or buy a mould for them. The thing is, with the small scatter stuff, typically with terrain, we make that many of them because there are terrain garnish, barrels, bits of wood, rubbish, you know, cans, all that sort of stuff. There are bits we scatter around everything. Do it and treat it to a proper date night with Kez. We might have to rearrange the Thursday then, because that's the only proper date night we have. Okay, so I might have to rearrange the Thursday live show, and what I'll do is we'll do a special US special. You know, one of those that we do. I bet Mel's going to go out and blow all the cash on more Toblerones. No, I've still got 2 chunks left. I'm good. I'm good. Later, Gaz. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Oh, question there. Let's check that one. How do I make sure that epoxy resin doesn't eat away from my foam? Give the foam a coat of, what do you call it, filler first. Watered down filler. Just water down some filler. Yeah, give it a brush on. It's the same with hot glue, with super glue. It essentially puts in an inert, yeah, surface over your foam that won't react to the chemicals and all that sort of stuff. If you want an example of what it needs to look like, have a look at the trench build video 2, yeah, and that's where I get the polystyrene, and you'll see how much I pour over the foam and how little it is, but it works perfectly. Now, very quickly, while I've got you all, remember, we are voting on the X-Wing table. There is a link in the description to choose between Tatooine or what you call it, or Mustafa. Yeah, get your vote in down there. If you do a special, please give us some warning so we can move our schedules around. Yeah, I will. If I do a special, I'll do it something like a Friday night or something like that. I'll make sure that I push out on pretty much all the platforms, and I'll put a notice out via the community tab, which shows up in your feeds. So yes, I will do a what you call it. I will do, if I rearrange it and it happens, I will do all of that. Yeah, and I'll let you know. Take her out on Thursday. We can wait. Who's up for you? Dance us out before you end the stream. Yes, I will. Is Gaslands worth playing? Don't know. Ask Celts. Anything else? Already planning a Mustafa board for Star Wars Legion. Thing is, I do stuff for Star Wars Legion, but I'm not engaged in the game. You know what I mean? And to be perfect, this is going to sound strange. I mean, I probably could now off tonight, yeah, but gaming systems, you know, you got to watch where I spend my money on gaming systems, you know. Fantasy Flight isn't the cheapest of systems out there. Yeah, so to engage in a brand new game and do terrain and all that sort of stuff, it's quite an expensive ticket just to do the tutorials. So I haven't dipped into Legion yet, but Corbin loves X-Wing, absolutely loves it. So I don't mind putting my hand in my pocket and sort of paying full whack. Now, if this thing goes well with Fantasy Flight and Asmodee and all this sort of stuff, and I maybe get some free product, brilliant. If I can get some free Legion, I'll definitely be doing terrain tutorials for it. Yeah, but that's not what I'm angling for. I've already got my ships. I don't need anything off them. What I do need is just permission to do this X-Wing board for Corb. Have the stream on date night. No, the restaurant. Did I hear you say you're doing mid-ages builds next? Yeah, early history. So, but generally anything up to sort of Tudor and English Civil War time. Yeah, from Dark Age up to that sort of thing. So, quite a range. But yeah, that is the next series. I start filming that properly next week. Yeah, not this week, that's just starting, but the week after. I've got to finish the trenches this week and a few other bits and bobs. This week, what do you call it, video-wise, you've got videos coming on realistic earth colours and tips and tricks, or the technique to create realistic earth colours with the art theory behind it. Yeah, that is Tuesday's video. Saturday's video is one. I didn't want it to be another talkie, but I have one saved if I don't finish. But that one should be thatched roofing. Yeah, and then the Tuesday after will be the finished trenches, all completed. The reason they're not done on a Saturday is because you lot want muddy puddles, and so I've got to go in after I've mat sealed them all and then pour the resin in. Have you ever made a video on model terrain landscaping? No, mate, I haven't. It's not my thing. I'm a war gamer. I play war games. And I get my videos demonetized as soon as I upload them because they have war in them. And then for all them, the big peak of traffic I get, as soon as the video's released, I get bugger all. Git. I am trying to tell what features a canal running with running water in it. It will have like a bridge too far theme to it. Do you have any tips for waterproofing? You're going to want to be looking at a polyurethane varnish, okay, for waterproofing, mate. And Google has just picked up that I was speaking for some reason. Water. It didn't pick up on waterproofing, mate. It picked up on waterproofing me. Yeah, and it's recommending Thompson's water seal. I'm still recommending polyurethane varnish. World of trains. Trains of war? What about war trains? Try Luke Towen for that. Yeah, Boulder Creek Railroad. Luke's brilliant at that sort of stuff. You say that it's like it's our fault the trenches have become a many vid project. It is your fault the trenches are a many vid product. I didn't intend to start doing all this grand stuff. You were the longs that were like, oh Mel, can we have saps? Oh Mel, can we have duckboards? Oh Mel, can you make the trenches muddy? Oh Mel, what are you doing for sandbags? It was only supposed to be 2 videos. I'm actually thinking, yeah, of getting all the footage for that actually and re-editing it once it's finished into one sort of 40-minute video with a bit of narration and a bit of cutting, but get all the key building stuff purely for the trenches down. Yeah, because it's gone on for it's going to be 4 videos. I think that's a bit too much for a Let's Make. I mean, I was iffy about a Let's Make being 2 videos. Yeah, 4 is too many, so I want to get the footage again, yeah, and then condense it down into a really nice polished quick video for the guys who just want to watch a half-hour video and get all the information they need, yeah, and then point them to the longer videos, and I'll put those in the project playlist when we do that. Why don't you bring out a range of items we can buy? Terry, I've looked at doing product items, and loads of people have asked me for everything from t-shirts to terrain materials to build along packs to absolutely all sorts. But fundamentally what it comes down to is this is a full-time job for me, and it's a manic job. Yeah, I'm still learning a lot about the audio, the technical sides. I'm still trying to improve myself as a terrain builder. I'm still trying to work out what out of all the terrain myths and wives' tales works and what doesn't. I've still got a massive amount of content to produce. And yes, I could build stuff for you to buy, yeah, but I'd be spending my time becoming a shopkeeper, which is taking me away from what I want to do, which is be a terrain tutor. Yeah, so if I find the time, I'll get round to product lines that I can manage and won't take up too much of my time. But fundamentally, yeah, it's about me passing on my passion for making terrain. That's where I want to be putting my effort. Not trying to make profit lines that I can make money on products. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm about. You should do DVDs of your stuff. I've thought about DVDs, but there's a costing with making them. And whenever I've seen hobby DVDs done, I've always seen hobby DVDs done, and then a month within release, I've seen dodgy copies going round, downloads, rips on YouTube, you know what I mean, on torrent files, and it's like, you're investing money in that. I mean, the good thing about YouTube is you don't actually invest that much money. If you want to make DVDs, unless you're getting them like, if you want them glass printed, glass pressed, you're looking at a minimum of 1,000 to order. Hire someone 3 hours a week. I hear what you're saying, but the moment I take on an employee, I open up a bucket load of red tape for myself and costs. I can't make all the sandbags. He'll never be finished with the trenches. He's having too much fun with them. Oh, I will. I want to get to the castle. By the way, folks, I've offered my services to do that sort of thing, sale thing, but he hasn't abused my offer as help as of yet. I know. Chase keeps bullying me over this. We will do this year. We will get a product line out. Or at least some t-shirts. Yeah. I can't say your name, mate, but yeah, instructional DVDs, they're gone now. You know? I sense a chance for Corbyn to be an entrepreneur. Right. How would you recommend making lots of 10mm scale jersey barriers? Another scatter. Probably 3D print them or cast them, mate. Sculpt them, make a mould out of them. Small scale detail and small scale scatter, you're looking at 3D printing or casts. Scratch building them is a pain in the backside. One last question. Mel, if you're having a jig with YouTube, why don't you start doing these via Twitch? Live stream, yeah, we're moving to Twitch. Yeah, I actually have it all set up now and that sort of stuff, and I'm going to start doing that. I just haven't got round to it yet. Self-published book. I'm actually going to see if I can reach out to Osprey on that one for the books. But I have an idea on that I need to talk to Warlord, and I'll have a chat with Warlord when I go down to drop off the trenches. Now, it is past, and if you notice, if you guys have noticed, these hips are starting to dance. Now, this isn't the gopher dance. Okay, this is the Mel needs a wee dance. My bladder has become programmed that by 10:30, Mel needs to empty his bladder. So, I'm going to call it. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you. Yeah? Thank you, guys. Genuinely. To every single one of you, for every single nugget. Thank you. That's the audio side sorted. I'm not going to immediately jump and buy a mic tonight. I'm going to look through this over the week, yeah, because I hadn't expected to get it that quickly to make sure I get the right mic. But expect a massive improvement, and all my yes and whatchamacallits in crystal quality. Yeah, coming soon to the channel. Now, in the meantime, oh, Mel's getting old. It's gopher dance time. Right, I'm going to go for dance until I laugh, and then I'm going to click goodbye. Yeah, to you wonderful people, I give you the gopher dance. Thank you. Daddy dancing at his best. Love you guys. Listen, I'll see you soon, yeah? Whatever's happening on Thursday, if you don't hear anything in advance, it's a normal show. Yeah, if I'm changing it, I'll let you know, and I'll make sure you know. All the best, yeah? Terra. Oh, Mel needs a wee. Mel needs a wee.